A lot of these woke activists showed their true colors once that Florida anti-grooming law showed up in April. And we saw that they went out and they harassed Disney. Disney went and equivocated to them, said, we're going to put LGBT content into kids' movies so that we can help groom them into these lifestyles for you. We saw more reports coming out about putting, little children, sometimes at the age of 3, on hormone blockers and things like that. It's absolutely disgusting. It's child abuse, is what it is. But the culture war's seeming to change at this point. We are actually seeing that these corporations who never cared about this stuff. If you people out there who are on the left think that these corporations cared about your cause with their little pride months and all that, they're doing it just to bilk money out of you. I mean, let's be honest, okay? That's all it's been this whole time. They're not on your side. If they think they're going to lose money from it, they're going to end it. And that's exactly what we're seeing happening, finally. I think we're on the right path. I think things are getting back to a sense of normalcy. You know what? A lot of people were with you, LGBTQ community, whatever you want to call yourself, when you're just like, we can do whatever we want in our own bedrooms. Let us alone. Yeah, people do want to leave you alone. That's true. But once you start trying to program children into your crap, once you try to aim at our children saying you're going to convert us, that you're going to be pushing this into their schools with these transgender drag shows and all that crap, you lose everybody. Because you know what? Any parent doesn't want their children to have to deal with that. And we don't want them watching this crap on TV either. And finally, we're starting to see the tide turn. All right, we'll get to this in just a second. My name is John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling author, an award-winning comic creator. I've got my Overmind on pre-order. I noticed that there was a problem with Marvel and DC Comics where, they were taking these kids' properties and, of course, doing disgusting things with them, turning Batman gay and Robin gay, Superman gay, Spider-Man gay, everybody's gay, right? And so I started making my own books because I was like, you know what? Nobody wants this stuff. We'll create the alternative. We won't just complain about it. So I've got this. Overmind's been doing fantastic thanks to your support. It's a 66-page graphic novel, science fiction. If you like Flash Gordon, any of the old school stuff, we try to bring things back to the golden age of our culture. And I think you'll absolutely love it. Check it out. That link's in the description below. All my other books are on this as well, so you can pre-order stuff. All right. So here's the story of the day. HBO Max cancels Ellen DeGeneres' woke animated series aimed at preschoolers. Yes, this was a whole LGBTQ fest aimed at preschoolers in order to try to program these kids into these lifestyles. That's what Ellen is trying to promote at this point. Ellen, of course, has been on the air for a long time and has had a long-term lesbian relationship. That's kind of been her gig in life. And you know what? If adults want to watch her show and talk about that, whatever. We are in a free country for now. But you know what? When you start aiming this crap at preschoolers, you're getting into a realm that is absolutely disgusting, and nobody wants to watch this. HBO Max understands that. I mean, HBO is one of the worst content providers out there in terms of they've been pushing pornography for years. We used to make fun of it, when I was in high school, that you get the late night HBO and Skinamax, right? I mean, that's exactly what it was. And now, well, they've still got that on their app program. I mean, it's just as bad. Game of Thrones has just as terrible content. But again, that's aimed at adults. Adults really can make their choices. Little kids can't. So when they see this stuff and they get programmed, they get groomed into these lifestyles that are actually bad for them at the end of the day. It's degeneracy. It's sexual deviancy. And I'll call it out as that. I know nobody else on YouTube will. They'll just go, but I'm not going to equivocate here. This is what it is. They're trying to turn kids into perverts early in order to get kids into their lifestyles because they want to sleep with these kids at the end of the day. As kids, they like them young in Hollywood. Will not mince words about it. And that's what this is about. And it's pretty obvious. But nobody's going to watch this. HBO knows they'd lose a lot of money on it. They know they'd lose a lot of subscribers because parents aren't going to allow this on their programming for children to even come across when they're just scrolling through this stuff. And so that's it. We finally started to turn the tide on this. This stuff's finally going away. This kind of content is unacceptable. It needs to be known that it's unacceptable. People need to speak out against it and not be afraid of these mafias because these LGBTQ activists, they have a lot of money. They have a lot of time, and they are very, very powerful. They want to act like they're victims, but these activists actually control Hollywood. They control the media, and you're not allowed to speak out against them or you're going to lose your career. That's where it's at. They're not the victims here, and you need to step up to the plate. All right. I'm very happy with this. I think we are finally turning the tide. People are getting less afraid. Look, the more of us that speak out, the less power they're going to have over society. And that's exactly why I do what I do. And that's exactly why Bounding Into Comics, who wrote this wonderful article, does what they do too. And it's a good thing. All right. I like seeing some wins. Let's go further. All right. Whew. Back my book. Check things out. Leave a comment down below with what you think. I appreciate you guys for being there. We'll see you soon.